Guys, tell me a little bit about what you go through on a daily basis in terms of, moving forward after you've placed a child for adoption, and how you get through your days and what life is like for you and the support that you're given. What helps you get through it? Who do you call?
You. Sierra. Actually, Sierra's like really been my go-to. I talk to her probably more than anyone in our group. I love all of you guys, but she's, I don't know, I kind of connected with her in one of our first groups, and that just kind of took off from there.
Yeah.
It does help that I'm able to talk to the family literally daily if I want to. We're connected on Facebook, so we're very in each other's lives. My family isn't an option, really. So having this, it makes a huge difference, because I feel like, especially because I was on drugs for the beginning part of that, I didn't really let myself deal with those emotions of having the baby, and I had Sam in the room, which is the mom. It's hard. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it and say that it's easy, because it's not. Nothing about it's easy. Open, I can't speak on having a closed adoption, because I know I can't do that. But I don't think I could have done it if it wasn't open. I need that reassurance. I need to know. I need to see the happiness. You know what I mean?
And they also want to see your happiness. And that's a big part to this as well, guys, right? Is that, the open adoption is not just for you to be able to see, but they want to be able to see. And you guys, with your growth that you've all had and how proud you should be of yourselves, your adoptive families are all really proud of you as well. And they're on that journey with you.
And also too, my social worker that I had was amazing. Like, social workers change the world. But they really do.
A miracle worker.
Like the social workers, they really do. Like, you guys changed the world. Like, I almost feel like I cheat a little bit, because like for me, the getaway was to get in it and to learn about. The biggest thing I wanted to learn about was adoptive parents. I was like, so where are these people coming from? Like, what are these people? Like, what kind of people are they really? And now working in it, I do see what the adoptive parents are like. I see what they go through. I'm like, you really
Maybe in some ways that connected you guys.
It did.
Right? So you had different experiences, but you each had to have strength and courage to get through that. And that says a lot about, your character and you understanding what the other side of it is. And I think all of you guys, having had the experience of connecting with your adoptive family, have been able to share in that.
Like, solidify the thought that I had, like, this was what I was supposed to do. Like, not only is my son in a good place, I can tell he's in a good place because his family is amazing. And not even just the mom and dad, the entire family cares about me. And I guess that just helps, because my family did not really care about me when I first did the adoption. Because they were just like, you should have kept him. I'm like, why would you say that? You don't know where I was mentally, physically.
It's easy to say.
It's easy to say when you're not in the position. I was living with my mom after. At the end of my pregnancy, and then after I gave birth to my son. And my mother was just like, the 2 weeks, but go get him. Go get him. We can make this work out. Go tell them you changed your mind. I'm like, no, I'm not. Why would I do that? And honestly, the bond that me and the parents made, me saying they were in the hospital. I had them there through the entire thing. Labor delivery. When I got admitted, I did not want to stay, and I stayed, and I called Amanda, and Amanda called them, and they got there in 3 hours, and they were 3 hours away. Like, they came straight down, and they stayed with me the whole time, and I got discharged after Santino did, and they still stayed. Like, all of that solidified that bond, and then it just kept going, because obviously when I left the hospital, I'm like, oh, hospital over, I have to go back home, and they continue that care. So like, and I kept that. Like, if I knew if nobody else cared, I knew you cared, I know they cared, and I held on to that, because when I first went through it, I felt horrible. I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to look at anybody. The support that I had from here, and then I met you guys. I met you guys, and Ayana, I remember texting you, and now you're here.
I wouldn't come here for nothing. I'm telling you. Are you coming? Yeah, I'll come, and then
Hey, where were you?
I didn't.
So you
Maybe
realize
next
it's
time.
not a scary place.
Yeah,
Right?
everybody's afraid of being judged.
Yep.
Mhm.
And then when you have people that you want to talk to and tell, you're like, okay, I don't know what they're going to say. I don't know how they're going to feel. Or they're like, well, why didn't you tell me? Or whatever. They're not really looking at it from your point of view. Like, do you know how hard it is for me
It's
to go
hard
through
to when
this
that-
and
they
just
haven't
talk
been
to
there.
somebody about this?
And that's why when I started texting you, what I said, you talk to me when you're ready.
Right.
And I think too, you ladies have shared with me that over time, when you start to talk more about your experience, you've
gets
actually
better.
become proud of it.
Mhm.
And I can speak for everyone out there that hears your stories, that you are some of the most courageous women ever. And you really, really, really in your heart need to accept that and know that you made the best decision you could for your child. And that is something you will carry with you the rest of your life. And there's not a lot of people out there that could have had the strength that you all had when you went through that time period and continue to go through for your child and other children that you might be parenting. So you take that with you, and that's something that nobody can ever judge or take away from you.
Mhm.
Okay?